What is good, YouTube? What is good? We are back, and this time we have a tech review, and it is from Kiwihome, as you can see. And it's gonna start off unboxing this product because this is specifically a cooling device and vertical stand for the PlayStation 5. I'll leave any kind of links in the description below if you like this product, which we are about to unbox right now. So this is a product that you can order from Amazon, which is what I have done. We start with the product itself. As you can see, vertical stand. You can even screw in the PlayStation 5 from the bottom, and also charge two controllers to the side of it, and also have your games displayed right next to it as well. And this is the product. Very, very nice. Feels quite sturdy as well. As you can see, here is the tray and the other tray here. Now I've seen this already, but just for video purposes, this is from Kiwihome's, and that's pretty much it. Customer service booklet, user manual, but I don't think we will really need to use that. I feel like this is quite self-explanatory as to how it works. So on the side here we have the USB connectors, and this is the button for the cooling system itself. I believe it has 3 different cooling modules, slow, medium and fast, as well as the RGB lights. I'll post a video as to how they look as part of this video. And this is the fan itself. In terms of the noise, it's a very, very quiet fan, and the thing is, the PS5 is quite quiet as it is anyway, so you would wonder why would you even need this, as it's quite a pricey vertical stand, but affordable at the same time. However, this kind of device will preserve the life of your console. Now, as you can see, this is for the PS5 disc edition as well as digital. So right now it's in the digital position, but if you unclip this, it's now for the disc, and this is the USB that you'll connect into the back of the PlayStation 5, which I will do in a moment, and get everything up and running. The other element to this stand, however, is the charging port. So it would basically be like so, where it charges from the USB type 2.0. If I can get it in, there we go. I think it is in. Yep. And when I get the PlayStation Edge, that'll go right here, so I'm pretty sure that would fit as well. Primarily the bottom is actually used for charging, but nonetheless, maybe if it was like this upwards it might have been better, but it's perfectly fine. So that would be that. This does take up quite a lot of space, mind you. As you can see, it's quite large. Just for comparison, a game, and that's the size of the actual unit itself. And speaking of games, this is the disc tray as well. Okay, so you've seen the b-rolls of how the console looks on the stand itself. It's very, very nice, very sturdy, and you also get a screw packaged with this to screw in the console so that it's even more sturdy. So overall, it's a nice product. It is a very nice product. So let's get to the pros and cons of this product. Now, I'm not going to say a con is that it only comes in one color, because that's not a con. So if anyone says that about any product, they're just being kind of naive, because the product comes in this color. If you purchase it to match your console, which is also this color, how can that be a con? If you got a machine or console that's a different color, then obviously you know what you're getting with this, because it's one color. So that's not a con. My only cons is it's a bit pricey. For what it is quite pricey. RGB lights is nice. 3 USB slots is good. Disc tray and 2 charging ports for 2 controllers. And a cooling system is very nice. I feel like 45 would be a better price point, but probably for the design of making this, they had to price it at what it was, but because of that, it's quite pricey. The next con I would probably say actually is from a design perspective, and this could have affected the price. I feel like this, which is to be placed here for a digital system, was a waste of time, effort, and resources, plastic particularly, because I feel like they should have stuck with the physical edition owners as opposed to making it non-exclusive. Now that they've made it non-exclusive, you can, if you have a digital system, place this on the vertical stand. But let's imagine this: if you have a digital console and you place this in here like so, right? So you place this in, you got your digital console stand, cool. What's the purpose of this then? Which is also a waste of plastic and time. The digital system is only digital. There's no discs, so this would be a waste time. And because of that, that is what is most likely affected the price, because it's a diverse, in a sense, vertical stand where you can have the digital or physical. So that is quite a big con for me. On top of that, the tray is a bit flimsy as well, and I've noticed this in other people's reviews, so there is that, but it does function as it should. The other thing is, if they'd have stuck with not only that design choice of making it only for the physical edition owners, on top of that, if you're a physical edition owner, you'll most likely have steelbook edition of games to be placed here, right? But you also may have movies as well. So Inception, my favorite movie of all time. This is a 3-disc limited edition disc. Okay, Needless to say, this will not fit here. As you can see, it's just too slim. It's too narrow. As you may know, some games are double disc. You need an installation disc as well as the game disc. Cyberpunk is an example of that. This just barely fits, but it's very rigid to do so. As you can see, it wasn't smooth, and it's not all the way in as well. You'd have to really force it, and you kind of don't want to do that because you're kind of bending the plastic a little bit. So this is primarily for singular disc games, such as this. Singular disc will slot in nice and smooth. Other than that, it would have been nice if the certain slots were for slightly bigger for like double discs and whatnot. Other than that, I'm hoping that the DualSense Edge will also work correctly here in the charging port. If it doesn't, that'll be interesting, but I think it will. So I will return to this when that comes out, and I'll also see if this has cleared the dust from my system as well. So that'll be awesome to see. That'll be in 2 months time. The pros is that essentially it should reduce the amount of dust the console generates, and another pro is that although it's an efficient system, this should preserve the longevity of that system. The RGB lights are very pretty. The design of it overall looks very nice, so it will look good on your setup as well. And yeah, other than that, it's a nice product overall, but a bit pricey. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I feel like also with a product like this, if you're willing to spend this kind of money, you're most likely going to spend money on limited editions of discs or special editions of games, steelbooks, or even collector's editions. So you're most likely going to have the physical edition because it costs more money than the digital. These slots being a bit thicker would have made more sense, as well as not having this would have made more sense. So just target that market of people would have made more sense overall. But that's the end of my unboxing and review. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.